Hi Saugus parents, my name is Marty Fricke and I'm the head counselor here at Saugus High School. The Saugus High School Guidance Department is proud to announce the creation of the Saugus Guidance YouTube channel. This channel will enable us to communicate directly with parents regarding important news and information from the counselors regarding their students in the areas of registration, college admission, study skills, and more throughout the school year. So, now that the spring semester is here, the counselors will be registering our current 9th grade students for the 2011-2012 school year beginning the first week in February going through the end of March. Mr. Blancheville and I are counselors for the class of 2014, and we will be meeting with all of our students individually through their biology classes. We will be setting up our laptop computers in the Science Building's core and seeing students one-on-one out of their biology classes to help them choose their classes for next school year. When your student meets with their counselor, we will be giving them this, our 4-page course offerings worksheet. As you can see, we have some very important information on the first page regarding high school graduation requirements, college entrance requirements, and August registration. After your student meets with their counselor and brings this document home, we ask you to please review this page with your student so everyone is clear about what requirements must be fulfilled to graduate and apply to college. On the inside of the course offerings worksheet is a registration worksheet that we will go over with your student, helping them to choose their classes for next year. It is very important that all students take this process very seriously. After we meet with your student, we will ask them to bring this registration worksheet home and review it with you, the parents. And there's a very important note here under the registration worksheet that I would like to emphasize where it says, counselors will make every effort to give every student their top elective choices. However, electives are never guaranteed. Students will not be able to change their schedule once the semester has begun, except in the case of errors or omissions. This is one reason why the registration process is so important. Our hope is every student carefully and thoughtfully plan their program with their counselor for next year so they are placed in classes that best fit their needs and goals. If a student does not take this process seriously and chooses an elective, for example, because their friend chose it and they don't like it, they will not be able to drop the class once school begins in August. And if the class is a year-long class, which most of our elective classes are, they will have to remain in the class for the entire school year. While the registration process begins now, all students are urged to thoroughly research their choices for classes next year and take full advantage of meeting with their counselor during August registration, because that will be the last chance they will have to change their schedule before school begins. Once the classes begin in August, students will not be able to change their schedule except if there is an error or a class was omitted. On the bottom of the registration worksheet, we have new course offerings for next year. The counselors urge all students and parents to visit the Saugus High School website and click on the link for Catalog of Courses. In the Catalog of Courses, students and parents can read over descriptions of all the courses offered for next year. This will help the students make informed choices for their classes. Now, on the next 2 pages of our 4-page course offerings worksheet, we have a list of all the classes offered at Saugus for next year. They're divided into academic areas such as English, social studies, math, science, world language, as well as elective choices. Finally, on the last page, there's a place for students to write down questions they would like to ask their counselor when they meet with them. So, to review the registration process, Mr. Blanchfield and I will be going out to the biology classes during the months of February and March and meeting with our students individually to program them for next year. We will be reviewing their choices on our 4-page course offering worksheet, which the student will take home after our meeting to go over with their parents. Students are free to visit with their counselor and change their course request throughout the spring and during registration in August. However, once classes have begun next August, there will be no schedule changes except in the case of errors or omissions. The counselors would like to have all parents involved in the course selection process. After your student has met with their counselor, please review their choices with them and feel free to contact their counselor with any questions. So in conclusion, we look forward to meeting with each and every one of our current freshmen over the next 2 months to plan their programs for next year. We welcome and encourage parent involvement throughout the process. Thank you for your attention, and take care from the Saugus High School Guidance Department.